Hello and welcome to another Cliff Reviews Art House. This time I'm reviewing the film Wild at Heart, directed by David Lynch. This film is a chaotic, excessive, grotesquely kind of beautiful film, and yet at its heart it's a sincere love story. If that sounds like a strange mix, it is. This is the genius of David Lynch, that he can put things together that shouldn't work, yet somehow they do. The film follows lovers, Sailor, played by Nicolas Cage, and Lula, played by Laura Dern, as they run away together, drifting through a surreal, violent America. It's part road movie, part B movie, part mythic, romantic dream. At first glance, Wild at Heart feels like a parody of itself. The performances are deliberately over the top. Cage's crooning rebel, Dern's southern sensuality, Diane Ladd's hysterical, mascara-streaked villainy. The film teeters constantly between melodrama and absurdism, bar fights with cartoonish violence, topless women fawning over gangsters, surreal intrusions like a vision of the Good Witch or a flaming death in a car crash. And yet the film works. It works because Lynch, underneath all the madness, is utterly sincere. This whole world is wild at heart and weird on top, Lula says, a line that becomes the philosophical cornerstone not just of this film, but actually of Lynch's entire body of work. This is a world where love isn't safe. It's raw, strange, deviant, violent, but it's real. And as the film progresses, we come to realise that Lynch isn't mocking Sailor and Lula's love. He's defending it. He's defending it against a world trying to destroy it. I find the ending to this film extraordinary. After all the weirdness and grotesquerie, Lynch gives us something that feels impossibly pure, a vision of the Good Wish, a dash across the roofs of cars, a kiss in the middle of the road, a heartfelt serenade of Love Me Tender. It should collapse under its own sentimentality, but instead it transcends. It becomes perhaps the most emotionally satisfying ending in Lynch's filmography. Just before that final moment, Lynch plays some music from Richard Strauss, a meditation on death, love and transcendence. This feels epic, sorrowful, sublime. It's genuinely moving, absurd as the scene is. Lynch in this moment reveals his deepest impulse, not towards irony, but towards redemptive emotion. And yet the film is not without its complications. It leans heavily into its male gaze, and critics have rightly raised concerns about its gender dynamics. Female nudity is frequent and often gratuitous. Lula, while emotionally strong, lacks real agency. Her role is largely to stand by her man. Her mother is portrayed as a hysterical villain, contrasted against the cool, iconic masculinity of Sailor and the male antagonists. These issues don't undo the film's power, but they do complicate it. Like much of Lynch's work, Wild at Heart is sincere and stylised, romantic and regressive, liberating and limiting, all at once. Still, what lingers is not the grotesque, nor the parody, nor the pulp violence. What lingers is the love. Against all odds, Lynch makes us care deeply about Sailor, Lula and their child. We realise almost without knowing how we've been emotionally engaged all along. Not because the characters are psychologically complex, but because they're true to their hearts. In the end, Wild at Heart is a declaration. The world is wild and weird, but love still matters. It's far from perfect as a film. It's kind of all over the place. It's a violent and unpleasant world, but it's also glorious and tender. It left me at the end feeling like I'd been on an emotional journey. Not conventional, but a strange Lynch journey. This is a must-see film. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.